Right, here is 30 something questions to get to know me better. I found these questions online, so they're pretty random. Enjoy. So, my favorite color is probably green. I don't really have a favorite color. My least favorite color is probably yellow. Not a huge fan of yellow. Do I prefer the indoors or outdoors? Definitely outdoors. I'm not really. I'm most happy definitely in the outdoors. Indoors is fine in small doses, but I just get bored and I need to be moving and doing stuff to keep myself happy. My favorite food is probably peanut butter, anything peanut butter. And my least favorite food is definitely cucumbers. They're disgusting. Anybody who can eat a cucumber, I don't know how. Like they taste terrible. Video games. Do I play any video games? No, I don't. I do not have the attention span for video games. Can I sing? No, no. I'm like the world's worst singer. Doesn't actually stop me. Just yesterday, I unfortunately started singing in the changing rooms. It was empty. I thought the changing rooms were empty, and then I heard the toilet flush, and I was like, oh my god. I've just been singing like my big booty brings all the boys to the yard or something like that. Yeah, I can't sing. What inspires you? I think when I see people like really working hard and chasing their dreams, I find that really inspiring, especially if it's kind of like unconventional or they're having a career change or starting a business or like working on their fitness and stuff like that. I find that inspiring. Like my brother is currently over in Poland at the minute studying to be an airline pilot. Like he is a financial insurance banking. I don't know. I'm not sure what he does currently, but he's doing like a whole career change to be an airline pilot. And I think that's pretty cool and inspiring. And chase your dreams, people, because life is too short to be doing shit you don't want to do. My favorite book. I really like Edward Abbey's Fire on the Mountain. I haven't read it actually in a while, but it did stick with me. And my least favorite book, pen drop, mic drop. I hate Emily Bronte. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights with a passion. Can't stand it. Worst book of all time. And I can say that because she's dead. It's so boring. The characters are hateable. They're just miserable people. Just no. Big no. My last read, I just finished Blood of Elves, which is one of the Witcher books. I thought it was amazing. Can't wait to get every single book in the series because they're amazing. They're so good. My bedtime. I am a early bird, so I go to bed pretty early. Just drop my pen. I do not like to be up very late because I just can't stay up late. I'm an early to bed, early to rise kind of person. My favorite actors. Huge fan of Adam Driver. I think he is spectacular. Saw him in Marriage Story, which is a really good movie, and he's incredible. Also, I have a massive crush on him. And I think Jodie Comer is also one of my favorite actresses. Killing Eve, great show. She is incredible in that. Also Ewan McGregor. I think he is so good. Trainspotting, amazing. Favorite artists. I'm gonna go with music artists for that one. Don't really have favorites. I listen to an awful lot of music, so it changes all the time. I listen to a lot of Mother at the minute. I've also recently discovered Ren, who is an incredible artist. You should check his music out. And also Alan Gogol. I'm not sure how you say his name. He is the most phenomenal guitarist you will ever see. Gotta check his music out. Am I a social media stalker? Yes, I am. I will admit to being a social media stalker. I am so nosy. I want to know everything about your life. So yeah, if you're watching this, I've probably stalked your page. Have I ever broken a bone? Yes, I've broken this wrist, 2 bones here when I was a kid, and I've also broken a toe. I got stood on by a lovely horse. I think that's it. That's all the bones I've broken. Yeah. Stitches, favorite stitches. Yes, I have had stitches, and I also took them out myself because there was no way I was going back to the hospital, all the way back to the hospital just to get the stitches taken out. So I told them to give me a stitch kit as I was leaving, and I took them out myself. Yes, I've also taken stitches out of like dogs and horses and stuff, and I can kind of suture. I'm not the worst at it. I did try and learn. I think it's a very useful skill to have. Have I ever met anyone famous? Does Ryan Tuberty count? I have hugged Ryan Tuberty when I was a teenager. That is my only. That's the only famous person I've met, I think. Yeah. Have I ever been stung by a bee? Yes, when I was a kid, I got stung by a bee on my kneecap, and it was so painful. But surprisingly, I'm not afraid of bees. Bees are cool. They won't sting you unless they're like really, really threatened. Not like wasps who are just pricks and will sting you just because they don't like the look of you. Do you like roller coasters? No. Absolutely. I would rather jump off a cliff with a faulty parachute than go on a roller coaster again. Okay, maybe not jump off a cliff, but I like even Ferris wheels freak me out. I'm not good with them. My friend made me go on them before. The Incredicoaster. It's like got a loop the loop, and she made us sit in the very front seat, very front. My hat flew off. I did think that I was gonna die, and then she wanted to go again, and I was like, girl, absolutely not. But I do like the rides that are like the drop ones. Thought I would hate them, but there's something about them that I do quite like. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Okay. Have you ever had a cavity? No. I love sweets. I love sugar. I have never had a cavity because I take really good care of my teeth. I brush and floss, and yeah, like I am teacher's pet for the dentist. They love me. Have I ever had a concussion? I don't think so. I have been kicked in the head by a horse. I'm not sure how I survived that one. I was kicked like right here, and I had like a little tiny lump. And maybe I was a little bit concussed after that. I could sort of taste metal for a couple of days, and they did send me home. But I haven't been concussed. I have been winded. Again, fell off a horse. Horrible feeling, and smacked the sand really hard. You just, when you land on your back like that, you can't breathe. And you're like trying to suck in air and it's not working. And you're like, oh fuck, I can't breathe. Sorry, I don't know if I can actually curse in here. And I just remember having to like tuck my chin in really tight to get any air in at all. 10 out of 10, don't recommend being winded. What's the most toxic thing that you've done? Ooh, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. When I was a teenager, that's my only excuse for this one. I broke up with a guy, and I actually had this Liverpool Football Club shirt that he gave me, signed by all the team, and I burnt it. I burnt it. I do feel a bit of regret for that now. I should have given it back to him, but I burnt it. Yeah. Best country I have been to. I really enjoyed Poland. I think that's such a fun country. People are amazing. Yeah, I would go back there in a heartbeat. The worst country I've gone to, I won't say worst country, but I wasn't a big fan of San Francisco. I felt like I was in one of those apocalypse movies. There's just like people knocking on your window looking for money or food or something, and there's just tents on the street, and it just feels rough. Yeah, not a big fan. What is my hidden talent? I have no hidden talents. I'm not talented at all. Absolutely none. I have a pretty decent musical ear, I would say, from playing a lot of piano. Also, I'm good at giving like injections and stuff like that. I do inject myself with a big ass needle, and I've got some kind of random medical knowledge. I did a lot of farming and like foaling, stuff like that, injections, taking bloods. I would have done a lot of that in places I've worked. Maybe don't ask me to suture up your wound because wouldn't be the best with that. Actually, The only really random talent is if you point to like a star or something in the sky, I can probably tell you what it is. That's probably a planet if you're pointing it out. What's the last thing to make you grin? So the other day I was driving and there was these kids on the side of the road and they were like holding signs and they were like, honk your horn, and I did. I was the only one who did. Nobody else was doing it, so I felt really bad and they all just went like berserk and that made my day. Would you survive on a deserted island? I wouldn't even last the night, I'll be honest with you. Camping and stuff like that, I'm so bad at it because I hate the cold. I don't like to be uncomfortable. And yeah, I would freeze to death on day one. Do I like scary movies? Again, no, not at all. I watched The Ring like as a kid and it scarred me for about 2 years. So I am so bad at scary movies. Can't do them. Have I ever fired a gun? Yes, I have. Done some skeet shooting with shotguns and some pistols and rifles, and that's a lot of fun. 10 out of 10 recommend that. Do I have any tattoos? I don't have any tattoos. I think they're great on other people, but I am way too changeable. I'm literally a different person from week to week, and I know that I would regret a tattoo and it would really, really bother me. And I would just try and like rip off my skin to get rid of it. Yeah, am I a neat freak? Yeah, I think that makes me probably a bit hard to live with. I am a bit obsessive about hygiene, cleaning, all that sort of stuff. It's an issue. I'm working on it. What's my most embarrassing moment? So my most embarrassing moment ever, I'm not able to speak about it because it's confidential. But I did fall asleep on a guy's shoulder before on a plane, and I woke up and he was just like doing Sudokus. Yeah, it was a like 13-hour flight and that was awkward. Can I change a tire? Only in theory. I have never changed a tire myself. I've always gotten other people to do it. So I know how to do it. Can I do it? No, it's way too hard. What was my worst injury? Worst injury. I don't know about my worst, but my most painful injury experience ever was being electrocuted and like got burnt here with like faulty wiring, and I just remember seeing like blue electricity streak up my body, and holy god, that was painful. Do not recommend being electrocuted. Okay, that's all the questions. I hope you learned something about me. If you got any more questions, ask away. But I have just made it under 13 minutes, so I'm gonna go. Bye!